Hi everybody, welcome to your second week of May reading. It's my pleasure to read for you, as you guys know. Wow, if you have not checked out the monthly reading for the month of May 2022, please go ahead and check it out. You know these readings are timeless and signless, so it actually doesn't matter when you're accessing this video and what your sign is. If you are feeling drawn towards it, especially if you resonate with it, then, well, you're just part of the collective and there's something in here for you, okay? But of course, use your best judgment at all times. That is your responsibility. God bless, God bless. If you're looking to have a personal reading with me, please do feel free to check the Etsy link on this page. And if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me as well, that would be live via Zoom and a hot beverage, dear God. Please go ahead and access the same link, all right? Let's jump right in. This reading is for the second week of May, May 9th to May 15th. Let's see what kind, clear, compassionate, and highly accurate messages do we have for our viewers. Oh, this one. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Again, I really think you should check out the May monthly reading. That one, you can find a link to it on Instagram, but the video itself is only on YouTube, and that's due to Instagram's technical, limitations. Let's leave it at that. Okay. All right, so let's jump right in, guys. I gotta keep it 100. The energies that I'm feeling for us at this time, it feels very much like a solitary energy, in the sense that it feels a little bit, not so much like a hermit energy, but it feels, and it doesn't feel like a Four of Swords rest energy. It feels more like if, you are playing outside with your friends and you come in to the kitchen because you want to get a glass of water, and your mom's like, no, you can't come into the house yet because I'm mopping the floor, and you're stuck waiting outside. Look, you're stuck waiting outside for this floor to dry, and your mom is like in the middle of mopping it, still almost done, but in the middle of mopping it. So this is this energy. So I've been picking up on this for a little bit, maybe for a week and a half. For some of you, if not all of you who are called to this reading, there's a little bit of a time out / wait period that's going on here, and it really feels like there's a mop up on aisle 3, not a mop up on aisle 6 for some reason. I don't know why that distinction's being made. It's for somebody, but there's a mop up on aisle 3 that is causing this stop and wait energy. Now, I do feel a little bit like it would behoove you to be patient and to wait and to observe and to be flexible, because I do feel that if you were to walk into whatever it is that you're trying to walk into, or participate in whatever it is that you're trying to participate in at this time, it's almost like you wouldn't have the best at your at the ready. So let's say that, if you barrel through and you went now, you'd only get 1. Let's assume there's a value of 1. If you wait and you come back later, as the guides are saying, dictating is the word they want to say. Yeah, because I'm channeling, right? God is good. And dictating. I think they're saying that for somebody here, it's like, I need to hear Spirit say it. I need to hear Jesus H. Christ say it. And the guides are just reminding you, yeah, and hello. Right? So if you were to wait, yeah, they're saying they're also distinguishing that because some of you need to get that weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, that weight of authority coming from somewhere, from someone at this time. And your guides are acknowledging, here we are. But yeah, so if you were to wait a bit, it would populate from a value of 1 to a value of 6, for example. And so this is the guidance. I do have to be honest, for some of you, you're being asked to wait until September for something as opposed to now. So there's a wait period. So even though I'm couching this in terms of, a value like 1 to 6, they're translating that into, for some of us, into a time period. So something some of you may want to do right at this time may not be for you just yet. It may be a few months in the making, okay? I do see that there's a little bit of a lesson here. I see some defensiveness, some pride on your part. It's an energy. I can't show you the expression because I'm using an overhead camera, but the expression is like, oh gosh, it's a little bit like a haughty, Haughty. I just can't say that. Haughty? That makes me think of shoddy for the hottie, and that's, not what we're here for. Haughty. You have a little bit of a haughty air around you, like, yeah, well, whatever, kind of energy. And that is not the energy of being receptive, being in alignment, being a team player. So some of us are getting a little bit of a slap on the back, no, not a slap on the back, not a slap on the wrist. A little bit of, you see, those expressions mean different things, right? A little bit of a push, I don't know, a little bit of a push, kind of energy to align with spirit. This is about being a team. So they're shoring up. It's like, look at this cute little image here. I miss my selenite pointer I used to have. It broke. Long story, short story, I just told you. Anyway, moving on. But just look at this. Let's say that all of these cute little leaves used to be little elks or deer or whatever. And they got with the program. They signed up with spirit. They aligned. And here's you. Now it's your turn. And it's like they want you to align. This is about alignment. So in this week, we're so far getting, or at this time that you're watching this video, there's an energy in the air for you, God bless you, that is calling you to hold off on some type of forward movement. If you follow the daily messages that come through my Instagram channel, then you will realize that that is the same message that they said a few days ago. Now, just because I post something every day doesn't mean, okay, yesterday's done, so yesterday's message is done. No, it's just highlighting an energy in the air that's clearly still in the air. So there's this energy of needing to hold off until you get the go-ahead to make forward movement. What are you waiting for? Like I told you before, another thing that you're waiting for is for spirit to clean up certain things around. So let's say you're like, I'm ready, I want to come in through this forest, it's time to get going, I'd like to pull the trigger on this, I'd like to I'd like to blue. Whatever your plan is in your soul's curriculum, your spirit, whether, consciously or unconsciously, whatever your plan is, you're being asked to pause, because look here, it's almost like this being represents spirit, and there are a whole bunch of these beings, spirit beings, God bless, your team. They're looking through your forests, giving me a very much of a neurological thing going on there as well. They're looking through your mind, your nervous system, your everything. They're looking through and they're picking out things. They're delousing you, so to speak, right? So they come upon here in these two core beliefs that need to just get out of there. They're helping you to release these things. So when we are able, just as I said that, I felt a release happen in my stomach region. So some of you may be having some digestive issues or something there. Spirit is bringing that information to you as we speak. So you may start to get information about that through a doctor or some type of healthcare professional, or through this reading being the confirmation of what you already have been suspecting. Could come on TV or minding your own business. You hear something, it hits, right? Whatever it is, they're bringing these things out and they're bringing it to your awareness, and the whole idea is you can clear these things out. That example I just gave you with the digestive issues is a real world physical manifested example of this energy dynamic that they're talking about. The energy dynamic is pretty much, hey, hold on, we're clearing out your energy field. Down here, one of those ways that it can manifest for somebody here individually is like, hey, hold on, we want to bring you some information about your digestive condition that you may or may not realize that you have. Here's the information. It's coming through your TV. You're watching Friends. They say something. It hits you in a certain way. You overhear a conversation later. You end up feeling to book something with the doctor. Then the doctor tells you. So this is precipitating, this energy dynamic we're talking about is precipitating into your lives. It's manifesting into your lives in different ways. For somebody here, it's a health thing. For someone, it's a relationship thing. I did note a relationship thing earlier when they did say about 3, right? So for somebody here, you're going to be coming into some awareness that has to do with other people. It feels relationship-wise, that's not for everybody. For others, it could be I'm feeling some parental issues, especially around the grandparent region, something intergenerational. So just to give you an idea of how these things bring us together universally at a dynamic, but how they materialize. Thanks, guides. Get it? How they materialize differently for all of you. Okay. So usually when I do these readings, God is good. People will, thank you, God. This is, advertising for me too, because you guys know I don't advertise. I probably should, but anyway. But when people order readings based off of the same reading, let's say like 8 people order readings off of this one reading that I'm doing for you, you would think that everyone would come with similar things. It's not the case. They come with the same dynamic, but in vastly different issues going on. So please trust me when I say that, it's manifesting for you in different ways. All right. What is this? Good? Good? Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Oh, no. Distortions. So let's talk about the inner child. For a lot of us, as these distortions are being cleared, in other words, as Spirit is working through, let's say, the delousing situation, I don't know a better word to say, as they're picking through your energy field and saying, this has got to go, that's so last season, we got to get rid of this. As this is happening, guess who's getting tossed up and tossed around? This guy, your inner child. Right? So a lot of you may be experiencing, just as I said that I wanted to cry a little bit, I have grief coming out a little bit. A lot of you may be experiencing a sense of being forlorn. Some of you may have grief. Some of you may have anxiety coming out of nowhere. You're like, what is this? You may have pride. There's that haughty energy again. Some of you may just shoot straight into denial. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. Oh, this doesn't exist. Oh, there's no problem. Because that's your knee-jerk reaction to when this inner child gets tussled around. So Spirit is coming in with a, let's phrase this properly. With a, hold on. I want to get it right. With a heavy-handed method and a soft touch. I hope, let's say that again. Spirit is coming in, representing your spirit team. Your higher self is a part of this team. So everything is done with your higher self's permission. Your spirit team is coming in with a heavy-handed method and a soft touch. So that means they're going to toss up this room. They're going to lift stuff up. They're going to look under the bed. They're going to whatever. But they're not going to hurt your inner child. They're not going to, it's more like, hey, honey bun, let's walk outside. And, this little inner child sees all these, people coming in and tossing up the furniture and looking in the chests and things like that. And they're like, they don't understand what's going on. What's going on? And, your higher self is like, don't worry. Don't worry, we've got you, right? So you may be, what does that feel like here for you on this level? That feels, like I said, for some of you, like anxiety. If you are in touch with yourself, if you're aware of your energy and the way you are, so a lot of people are. They'll be like, oh, this is just my inner child. There's something going on inside and getting energetic codes being downloaded. I'm having nostalgia coming up. I know that the moon is going through some things right now. I know we're coming up to a lunar eclipse. I know that my energy is just going to be, going through some stuff. I know that I'm going to be off a little bit with my homeostasis. I just need to up my self-care. It's like, boom, boom, boom. We've done this. This isn't our first time. But if you are not so aware, you're just getting tossed and thrown and you're feeling these emotions, you're like, what's going on? And dear God, if you're not careful, you may look to numb out. You may start the drinking. For some of you, God bless. You may start getting into other addictions, watching too much Netflix. And we shout out to Netflix, right? I'm sorry, I love Netflix. You may be, using substances. You may be over gossiping and delving into other people's business because you don't want to be alone, and all sorts of stuff. So you have to watch yourself. So let me be the one to extend my hand to you, God bless, and let you know, hey, don't worry about it. Okay? You're just having energy shifts. And when the energy shifts within, parts of you get alerted. And it's like, oh, what's this? It's all energetic. And then it manifests for you, and you experience it in different ways. Depending on who you are, you can, like I said, have those symptoms or those feelings, like we talked about earlier. You notice a shift in your mentality. You're overthinking now. You're having trouble sleeping. And the long and short of it is you're just clearing energy. Love you. Okay. Another great reason to stay in touch with your inner self, so you're not, feeling like you're going off a cliff every time we have an eclipse come up. You remember what's happening and you allow it to happen. You up your self-care, you get your journal out, you take notes, that's all there is to it. Okay? And you have your support center. Yeah, your guides are like us. They just want you to know you're not alone, right? But it's okay. Not everybody is going to have a journey that includes connecting with their spirit guides, right? It makes it easier, I'm just letting you know, but you will always have exactly what you need and even more to get through your life, even if you have no concept about what a guide is or just whatever. But your job is still always going to be the same, which is going to be to check in with yourself. Oh, I'm feeling this way. Why? What's going on? Oh, I just latched out at this person. It's not that person's fault. It's me. There's something going on inside of me. I need to take a time out. I need to look at this. Let me up my self-care, And I'm telling you here that for a lot of you on this call, your inner child is just feeling tussled about. So an inner child is pretty much a consciousness within you. You can say it's your real self in many ways, but and sometimes you have children within you, inner children within you, that are actually wounded children. They're wounded parts of you from when at the different ages, so they react according to their age. They react according to the awareness and the consciousness of that age and their personality and things like that, right? And so as a healer, when I'm working, God bless, with a client and they have, it's very clear their inner children or their different aspects of different ages or past lifetimes are all attending the meeting, and they all have different personalities. If we're dealing with them, we have to connect with them in the age appropriate way, with the correct and appropriate what's the word, tone and everything. So you may notice that your friendly reader may take a sharp tone with you at times and then a nurturing tone with you, and that, right, it's because there are different parts of you that have come to the fore here. And so Spirit is just letting you know that you might feel a little bit discombobulated this week and in the month of May at times as well. I'm feeling specifically in weeks 1, 3, and yeah, clearly 2. 4, I'm not getting a read on 4. 4 is coming through. Week 4, towards the end of the month, is feeling very galactic. I'm feeling that you're going to be getting a lot of, you, meaning us, we, the collective, we're going to be receiving a lot of galactic information / upgrade / energetic code / intel / information / whatever you'd like to call it. It's going to be coming in. For a lot of us, it's going to be through the, thank you, they said amygdala. Yay, they used an anatomical term, amygdala, but I was going to say through your sleep, but both, right? Because a lot of times these codes anyway, they come in and you can't decode them using your conscious mind, but they come in energetically and they go to they come in through that amygdala, and they go through to exactly where they need to go in your field. So no worries. Yeah. They're like, we hope by then you'll be ready to connect with us, to play with us, to, get this work done. So look at this. This is what they're calling for. This energy, strength of vulnerability. They're saying you being vulnerable. Sorry, let me look something up. They're asking me to look something up, guys. Hold on. You being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be administered to be assessed. Look at how some of us don't even feel comfortable and safe being at the doctor and having the doctor see parts of us. And, imagine how you may feel with the guides. And the guides are like, we know you. Yeah? Hold on. Okay, let's translate that. Okay. They're so funny. They're like, I don't speak French. Shout out to those who do. But I knew getting the word. Let me just play it. Let me just not embarrass myself. Oh, okay. Maybe I should.
Printemps.
Okay. Printemps. Sorry. Désolé. Spring. So that's what they're saying. Spring. So for us. For the English speakers who don't speak French, you could spell it like printemps. 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 Spring. So they were saying that. Now that's going to hit us in different ways because obviously we're like, hello, spring. I guess now? What? Wait, listen. Next year, last year, who knows? It could also mean, in this case, it's seasonal, but it, when Spirit uses a word, this could also have to do with manifestation, as I'm seeing there. So maybe they're saying for some of you, the spring in the future, next spring, could be a time to put in action whatever it is that you, okay. Responding, not reacting. They were just showing me reacting. Okay, so this is one message coming through with the spring. I love how they said it in French, so there's a reason there, but it's for everybody here. There may be something that you want to do or whatnot that they're saying will be better for you in the spring. But anyway, thank you, Spirit, for that. Going back to this energy of vulnerability. Oh, sorry. They're also, I'm blocking the energy coming in. They're also saying that going back to this spring energy that they're saying, hey, it's okay to take a pause. It's okay to take a little bit of a delay here and do later whatever it is that you'd like to do here. So you're not going to be like terribly off path or terribly out of time or anything like that. All right. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. They also gave me a message. Thank you. So strength of vulnerability, what they're asking you to start to do is to realize that vulnerability doesn't have to be an ugly word. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're whatever. In fact, they're saying it could be a beautiful thing. Vulnerability can be beautiful. It's soft. It's firm still, right? You could still have clear boundaries, good boundaries. You can still have everything you can have, but you're open. That's what being vulnerable means. Being vulnerable means open enough and okay enough with yourself to be able to receive and to be able to be open to new ideas, people, places, things, situations, and ideas. The opposite of vulnerability is when we are in our defensiveness. So when you're defensive, look at this. You're not open. You're not open to receiving newness. And newness is also about new ideas. So they're like, get the other, like, where is it? It's right here. Look at the difference here. Here's the defensiveness where she's like, I don't wanna. And the guides are like, but wait, we just want to tell you about October. For somebody, October. For someone, August. And here you are. Rather more open. They're like, hey, yeah. So they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. They're saying, look, you can only put this off for so long. You can, whatever this is, you can take your time, but we're gonna get you. It's kind of like a process server, you're in the middle of an awards ceremony making a speech and all of a sudden you get served. God bless. Anyway, moving forward. Let's see what this is about. Thank you. They're saying some of the energy that's coming in. I love this. They're giving us a heads up. You cannot say you were not foretold, guys. Oh, write this down. Some of the energy is coming in. They're saying through that amygdala that they were saying, energies that are going to help you to release yourself. I'm feeling a movement in the chest area respiratorily as well. Remove yourself from old patterns of abuse, basically, but where you are feeling tied and bonded to somebody, right? Whatever these energies are, for some of you, the energy or the link that is keeping you tied to certain people, places, things, and situations has to do with a sense of, well, I know better, right? I know better, and this person needs me in order for them to, right? That they're gonna snip, snip, yeah. Another one there is conditioning from the father energy, feeling that over my left shoulder, snip, snip. Another one that's keeping you bonded, that they're going to be removing, for example, is a very entrepreneurial energy. It feels almost like an obligation, though, like, oh, I'm obligated to open this business. I'm supposed to do this business. It could be because, well, my family has this business, or because it's something I went to school for, or it's because it's something that everybody knows me as wanting to do. Whatever there are others, by the way, other examples. Whatever these are, snip, snip is coming in. So these energies that are coming in are going to help to arrange things, rearrange things. Energy heal, which is just shifting the energies, bringing you aware of it so they can be dispelled and released, right? These things are going to come in and rearrange and adjust things. Adjustments will be made. And that is these adjustments that take place in the energetic, I got to be honest, is what leads to our very physical aha moments, like, oh, I get it. Oh, I woke up this morning and I had an epiphany. Oh, I was in the shower and it all makes sense. Yeah, that's because the energy has already been cleared away on another level. But this is why we have to remain open for these energetic stuff to come in, right? And they're saying it's not about releasing old cords to replace them with new cords. This is not it. This is about, because we love to bond with things, right? Everybody loves to bond, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all love to cord our things to things. But the thing about it is you have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm bonding to? So listen very carefully. I didn't say who am I bonding with. I'm saying what is it that I'm bonding with, right? In other words, what energy, what's my fix? The fix or the template or the energetic thing, the exchange that you're getting, that you're bonding to, is what these people, places, things, and situations are built upon. For example, if you have a core belief that I'm not important, and because I'm not important, I don't deserve love. I'm not lovable because I'm not important. That's a core belief. But upon that core belief, you've got so many things built. You know, if you have conditioning from your family in past lifetimes, you may experience or express that core belief of not being lovable because you're not important in your career. You may have it in your family. You may have it in the way you deal with your community, right? It cycles out into different things. And of course, romance. So let's say you carry this core belief that you're not important, and that's why you're not lovable. Oh God, easy to segue into I don't deserve love because I'm not important enough. But guess what? You're a human being and you want love. At the end of the day, you want it. And so guess what you're going to do? You're going to start acting in ways to make yourself important. And in the shadow, that could be about overgiving things to people, love bombing them, buying them all sorts of stuff, telling them all sorts of stuff so that they can never leave you. Why? Because you are so important to them. It could cause you to structure, especially if you have a little bit of a manipulation that's very strong, you could start to structure an entire world around this person so that they can know that you're indispensable. Or you can just simply have friendships where you try to superimpose your ideas about what you think is right and what you think is wrong onto other people. You can shame them for not sharing your same ideas. All of this because you have to, in your mind, based on your core belief, you have to, in your mind, maintain this sense and this thought that I'm important. I'm important. People should listen to me. They better blah, blah, blah. And it just precipitates into just, you can tell how that far that can go. And when you start taking actions in the physical world based off of that core belief all the way over here, that informs your thoughts and your emotions and your actions, guess what? Big K, karma, because now you have to deal, or later, God bless, you'll have to deal with the things that you've put in motion because of a belief that was at the core false to begin with. It's distortion. That's distortion in the field. And so the sooner we start to look at our stuff, the sooner we could start to get in here and start to change these core beliefs. You can just Google, what are core beliefs? You can go on Amazon, core beliefs. There are many books. You can go on YouTube, core beliefs. You can go ahead and watch some videos. Some are animated. Just get it done. Just get it done. So Spirit is saying they're delousing, to use the term. They're helping you out by picking these things out of your energetic field, removing structures, clearing, and that's the beautiful stuff, because anytime you have these blockages, these thoughts, these emotions, these core beliefs that are, not in alignment with love, they're all distortions. And when the light comes in, as it does for all of us, it gets distorted, and all of a sudden you have shadow beliefs, and right? It's a long story, but it's not really that long. So long story short, so funny. Anyone still here? Hello? Is this thing on? Long story short, Spirit is like, we're helping you out. We're helping you out. Look at this. Wishful expectations. We've got you. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. Distortion. Okay. In a very Gregorian chant way. Is that a Gregorian chant? I don't know. So anyway, welcome to May, week 2. Might I make a plug now? If you're up for some shadow play, just sounds so wrong. Hit me up. We do have shadow readings, and we meaning me and my spirit team. It's just me in the physical. We do keep that one very cheap at what, 20 bones, $20. So there's no excuse as to why you cannot look at your shadows unless you don't want to. And that, my friends, is the first step to change moving forward. Okay. Anyway, God is good, and so are you. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, or you'd like to have an energy shift with my guides and my guides and me, grammatically correct there, just go ahead and follow the information on my page. But either way, take notes, guys. We're going through shifts. Allow it to happen, but be aware. Open those eyeballs and open those ears. And best of luck to you in week 2. Okay? Mwah. Bye.